Hi, so this is the screencast of my digital portfolio. This is actually the my second attempt at making a video because my first one went over the 10-minute mark and I had no idea I could talk that long about this, but so hopefully I will keep this short and sweet. So I'll get right down to it. So for my digital portfolio, I decided to use my first and middle name as the title of my digital portfolio. It's just a personal preference. And I had started it on a few other social media platforms. And I actually, after taking this course or while I was in the middle of it, came to learn that, cohesion is an important component to promoting your brand. And so I went back and changed all of my other social media platforms to my first and middle name. Um, the only one that is first and last is LinkedIn, and I just feel that that's a more professional platform, and it should have my first and last name. So on my homepage, I really wanted to take the time and write copy that I felt was authentic, and it lets my readers know what they are going to be exposed to. I also added these photos that kind of show the style that I like, the aesthetic that I prefer, and it's basically just pictures that are showing the things that I love: writing, reading, fashion, decor, health, and fitness. At the bottom, I included a quote that I felt really summed up my digital portfolio and my personal brand. The most recent thing I added to my digital portfolio were these icons. I wanted to embed them like I've seen on other websites, but the only tips that I could find to do that requires you to purchase them, and I did not want to do that. So I use the image button on the Google sites, the image feature, and I took the images and then I hyperlinked them. So if I click that, it takes me to my Instagram page, and so that's what I added most recently. The About Me. Again, I wanted to take the time and write copy that not only highlights my writing abilities, but as a true New Yorker at heart, I wanted to inject a little bit of humor. As much as I'm passionate about, these pretty details and inspirational things, I am also somewhat sarcastic and a jokester at times, and so I guess I wanted to kind of let that be seen in the About Me briefly while still keeping it professional. Um, for fun tab, I have it as my passions over here. I wanted to show the things that I am passionate about, as well as things that I've done on the side other than work, which is seen on my resume, my portfolio, but volunteering at certain organizations. I do enjoy doing that, and I think that's a good thing for people who could be looking at this to see. The other most recent thing that I added is it's a subpage that I titled "A Day in the Life." As much as I love to write, I do also love to take pictures, and I really do love walking past a sunset and just stopping and capturing that moment and having it forever. And I wanted to share that on my digital portfolio. So again, I have some copy, and these are photos that I've taken over the years of just things that I love. Some of them are on my Instagram feed, but I know not necessarily, people won't necessarily, click my Instagram button. And so I wanted to give the visual to either prospective employers about who Kayla really is, what she really loves. My real aesthetic, I think, really comes through on this. So I added that. For my portfolio, I touch upon the three biggest things in my life, which is my copywriting, which I did an internship over the summer and now do part time, my coaching, and my own competitive highlights. I know that these two things aren't necessarily relevant to many job potential employers, but if I'm in an interview, I feel that talking about these two things, I am really able to put a spin on it and highlight my communication skills and my dedication and my hard work, and the fact that, I motivate, and I can come up with creative ways to communicate with things, because I work with children of all different ages and skill levels, and you really do need to be creative. So anyway, that's why I included this. As you can see on the bottom, I made sure to carry these links all through on every page, because most websites that I've seen, they have that. My resume, I pretty much had already composed prior to this class, so I pretty much just copy and pasted it. I didn't have copywriter on there because that's a fairly new thing, so I added that. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. And then for the contact me, also, I recently changed that because I added these for hyperlinked icons. So I added my email, and I also, give a little shout out to connect with me on my social media platforms. So that is my digital portfolio. I wanted the colors to really represent the color scheme that I love, in case I do go, a decor route or a designer route, or something like that. I really wanted my aesthetic to come through on this digital portfolio. I really like the background I chose, because I think it shows who I am and what I love. And yeah, I had a lot of fun putting this together, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.